Let's break it down. Remote work opened doors for global talent, but it also opened a new door for something darker, state-backed infiltration through normal tech hiring. And North Korea is one of the most active players in this game. Here's the headline. Amazon says it has blocked more than 1,800 applicants suspected of being linked to North Korea from trying to get hired, mainly for remote tech roles. Not one or two, 1,800. That tells you the scale. So what's the actual strategy? It's not hack the firewall first, it's get hired first. Investigators and security teams describe a pattern. North Korean operators apply for remote roles like software development, cloud engineering, IT support, cybersecurity, and data jobs, positions that can give access to internal systems, code repositories, and sensitive information. But how do they pass as domestic workers? This is where the laptop farm comes in. A laptop farm is basically a bank of real computers physically located inside the United States, connected to US. Internet, often registered under legitimate accounts. The trick is that the person working is actually overseas, remotely controlling that US-based laptop. To the company, it looks like the employee is working from inside the US. In reality, the keyboard is thousands of kilometers away, and it's not just Amazon, US. Authorities have warned that hundreds of companies have been targeted, including big firms and smaller startups that don't have strong security teams. The reason this matters isn't only money, it's also access. Yes, the salary is valuable because North Korea is under heavy sanctions and needs foreign currency. But once someone is inside a company, they can also do things like steal data, harvest credentials, or use access to pivot into bigger systems. So how are companies catching it? Amazon's security leadership says they're using a mix of automated screening and human verification, looking for inconsistencies that normal applicants don't usually have. Things like phone numbers that don't match expected patterns, education or work history that can't be verified, multiple applicants sharing similar digital fingerprints, odd behavior during interviews, or reluctance to appear on camera, and technical patterns that don't match the claimed location, and the US government is taking it seriously. There have been real prosecutions tied to these laptop farms, including a major case where a US-based operator helped North Korean IT workers get jobs across hundreds of companies and generated millions of dollars, with the government arguing that money supported the North Korean state. So what's the bigger lesson here? Hiring is now part of national security. Remote work isn't going away. Companies don't want it to go away. But this story is a warning that identity verification and location verification can't be treated as HR paperwork anymore. So if you run a company, or even if you're just curious, here are the practical signals to watch. Number 1. Verify identity beyond documents. Number 2. Verify where the work is actually happening, not just what the VPN says. Number 3. Watch for unusual patterns across applications. The same templates, the same writing, the same behaviors. And number 4, treat access like a privilege, not a default. Least privilege access, tighter onboarding, and early monitoring. Bottom line, North Korea isn't only trying to break in through hacking, it's trying to walk in through recruiting. And the more remote work grows, the more getting hired becomes one of the most valuable attack paths in the modern economy. If this breakdown helped, subscribe, hit like and share, because this is one of those stories that sounds niche until it hits your industry.